guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Anastasia here with this week's Tmog recap. The quarantine is still going on until the end of April. I've been pretty much furloughed from my real-life job, so this video will probably go up sooner than usual. They stopped filming Teen Mom because of the coronavirus. I can't go anywhere because of the coronavirus. Even Teen Mom OG is looking entertaining now. Anyway, this episode of Teen Mom OG starts off with Cheyenne. She's planning fitness classes to raise money for her nonprofit, which the purpose of it is to raise awareness for Ryder's rare disease, VLCAD. Corey is supposed to come and teach the first class. Since Cheyenne is still mad at him, he comes and gives like the picture-perfect apology to her, no doubt gleaned off the finest Instagram quote pages. "You're an amazing mother, Cheyenne. All I said, it just came out of my mouth wrong. I appreciate you so much." She accepts his apology. She's kind of an Instagram bitch, too. In this episode of Love After Lockup we're watching right now... Oh, wait, is it? I don't know, because Caitlin gets a prepaid call from Mount Clemens Jail. Really feels like I'm watching a different show here. The person in jail is Tyler's old friend, Ashley. You may remember her as Tyler's friend who you totally thought was the best man at their wedding. One of the most, mind-blowing Teen Mom revelations to me was, that was a girl! Ashley struggles with drug addiction, and she got arrested for missing a drug test while on probation. And now she's asking her rich reality TV friends to bail her out. It's $3,000, but as long as she goes to the actual court date, it's gonna be only $300. She hates the jail that she's in because they won't give her meds. Kate mentions that it's at Macomb County Jail. Macomb, I don't know. And of course, April chimes in like, oh damn, been there, done that, shitty-ass, dirty jail. I had to sleep on a roll of toilet paper and Butch wouldn't pick me up. I'm so glad that the Lowell family can recommend each other jails like they're talking about the hot new restaurants downtown. McKenzie sent Josh divorce papers online, which I did not know was a thing until I watched this. Her kids are running around the house absolutely wild, which supports my theory that she only kept Josh around so she's not the sole wrangler of her 3 wild children. Josh comes over to talk, and the first thing he says is, "You brought me papers, but you got him off the internet." And the way he says it, it's like she sent him some super sketchy papers from freedivorcenow.com. Or even better, she opened up her Microsoft Word 2010 and wrote the shit up herself just to scare him. But she insists that those documents are valid in court and she's gonna take them there, even when he keeps saying it looks fake. And Josh would know a lot about being fake, seeing as he's clearly a robot pretending to be a human being. He wants to end the cycle. McKenzie asks what he plans to do to accomplish that, and he says, "Counseling, those marriage getaway deals. I want to go to one of those." Why do I feel like Josh just wants to go to the Bahamas without the kids and lay on a beach without any screaming for 5 minutes and be like, no, 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 babe, it's counseling. We totally needed this for our marriage. Josh also says, "I would spend my last breath fighting for you, McKenzie." Breath. Because you're totally a human and not a robot. You need to breathe, right? That's what humans do. Maci's making teal lights at the table, and Taylor asks what she's doing. Teal is the color of PCOS awareness, and she wants to spread the lights around businesses in Chattanooga. Her goal is to have the biggest building downtown lit up in teal for awareness. I might be a little late on this suggestion. I know there's a limited amount of colors to work with. Pink is breast cancer awareness. But teal's gonna look awfully close to light blue, which is the color for Autism Awareness Day, and that's much more widely known, so I'm afraid that people are gonna look at the teal and think it's like autism awareness, which ironically is actually today when this is gonna be posted, which is April 2. Happy Autism Awareness Day. Andrew Glennon files a motion to try to take his and Amber's son James to California with him. Amber feels sick to her stomach, and she vents to her producer, the only person besides Gary who is forced to listen to this shit. She's been struggling and even lost 9 pounds, which she knows because her psychologist makes her weigh herself before each session, which I think is a little weird. She's very grateful for Gary during all this, and she's going to keep her lawyers fighting against that. She will not let them take James to California. We learn that not only has April been to that Macomb County Jail that Ashley's at, but so has Ashley's own dad, because he was fighting with Butch. I guess they really are from one of those really small towns where everyone knows everyone and everyone's been to jail with everyone. Tyler is not thrilled about the idea of bailing out Ashley. He even calls her arrest a blessing in disguise. Kate's like, well, it's not going to be a blessing when she has a seizure because they're not giving her medication. Which, to be fair, I looked up reviews for the jail. Yes, that's a thing. And there seems to be a lot of scary, orange is the new black type of shit going on there, so I don't blame Kate for being scared for her. You wouldn't want your friend to be rotting in a jail, no matter what they did. Tyler's like, Kate, calm down, that's not gonna happen. He also says that he has a logical brain, while Kate has like an emotional brain. He's seen this happen 10 million times, and he thinks that Ashley might be all talk. Obviously, Tyler feels this way because of his dad, Butch, who's gone to jail so many times they probably throw him a welcome back party when he gets locked up again. Kate tries to convince him that Ashley is not Butch, and she's actually committed to getting sober unlike him. She's really worried for her, and she wants to bail her out, but maybe make her pay back that $300 bail. Cheyenne is setting up her event. She calls Corey, who of course put the wrong address in his GPS, so he's running half an hour late. And he's going to be late for the class he was going to teach. Cheyenne is annoyed and says that if this event fails because of Corey's dumbass no less, it's going to fall back on her. Maci goes door to door to businesses around downtown, handing out her teal lights for PCOS awareness and encouraging them to light them on the day. She's still waiting to hear back from the tallest building, which is the one she's most excited about. After that, she does a radio show with the local radio station about PCOS awareness. Josh sent the info over to McKenzie about the child-free vacation on the beach. The couples retreat. He refused to sign the divorce papers, which I don't blame him, from that sketchy-ass website. They probably would have used his signature to, legally take his kidneys or something. McKenzie, meanwhile, is chatting with her girls about whether or not she should go through with this. One of her friends who's divorced says that she needs to be happy for her kids to see her happy, and that's more important than staying with Josh. The other one says she shouldn't do it. I'm sorry, but all I can focus on this entire scene is that very, very pink dark blush that Mackenzie's wearing. She looks like Leah Messer in that ridiculous Mary Kay stage. Is clown blush like a southern thing? I just don't understand. Corey was supposed to teach the first class at Cheyenne's event, but since he's late, they just start without him. Luckily, there was another guy who was co-teaching the class with Corey, so they just have that guy run it alone. I wouldn't worry too much if I were Cheyenne. I can almost guarantee that no one came to this event solely to see Corey, the fame whore from the challenge, and Tmog OG, even though he's 29. But the club tonight might be a different story. That's a whole different crowd of people who are going there to see Corey, because Z-list fame is apparently better than any fame, and Corey does like club girls, despite the fact he has a pregnant girlfriend, Taylor. Eventually, Corey does arrive with Ryder, and Cheyenne seems to calm down and just let it go. She's a very chill person. I don't really see her getting too mad at things too often. The event was still a success, and Corey tells her that she should start her own company, and maybe let him do the Insta promos for it. Gary is worried because this is taking a toll on Amber, and she's threatened suicide to him in the past. Christina had a loved one who committed suicide, so she's also really sad and worried for Amber. She says you can't turn your back on someone who needs help. Kate and Ty decide to bail Ashley out. They pick her up, and she explains exactly what happened. She was caught with heroin 2 years back and put on probation. She claims that she's still clean, just she missed the drug test on accident. Tyler's being pretty harsh about it. He keeps talking indirectly like, man, addicts are such leeches on society. They're such leeches on their family. Talk is nothing. You're gonna have to prove yourself again. Again, he's obviously speaking from hurt and experience with Butch, not really about her. But Ashley isn't really in a position to argue with him right now. She just appreciates he even picked her up. McKenzie is FaceTiming her friend, and while she's talking, flowers arrive to her doorstep. There's even a poem. Roses are red, violets are blue. Will you marry me again? Please say I do. From Josh. Given that the bar is very low for this guy, and this is probably the first time that Josh showed any emotion since he bought his truck. She bought him his truck. She ends up thinking it was cute. When Josh comes over, she's like a giddy schoolgirl. She can't stop smirking while he's talking to her. And although she doesn't say it out loud, it's obvious that she forgives him and she doesn't actually want a divorce. If we look at her Instagram right now, presently she's with him. She never got a divorce. She agrees to go on the couples retreat with him though. It's World PCOS Awareness Day, and Maci drives all around downtown to see the businesses lit up with her teal lights. Even the biggest business downtown did light up teal eventually. So good for her. Amber, in her voiceover, says that she's still fighting to keep James in Indiana. But then, audio recorded without my knowledge was released! I was so depressed! Amber, the recording without your consent is not the issue here. And by the way, it was in a little ring cam in her house, so she knew it was there. I was afraid that MTV wasn't even going to play the clips, but they did play it a little bit, and we got to hear a little bit of Amber psychotically cursing and assaulting Andrew. Good on you for showing it, MTV. I thought you would chicken out. Amber is freaking out once the audio gets released. She's bawling to Gary, who sits there stone-faced oh, this bitch is calling again. I can't believe Andrew's doing this. He's smearing me. I can't even say anything back. It's not smearing if it's true, Amber. And it's really undeniable. Gary's like, oh, Everybody makes mistakes. He doesn't know what he's doing to my children. Amber, you know damn well that's not why you're mad. You're mad because you can no longer spread their victim narrative, and the videos spell it out plain and simple that you are psycho, and that you did in fact regularly hit him and berate him. You can cry all you want, but the cold hard evidence is out there. When these tapes got released, I watched the entire thing the whole way through because she can't keep lying anymore. She can't put up this front like, oh, you guys don't know what really happened, because we do know what really happened now, and it paints you pretty bad. I mean, you guys could search it up right now. Amber and Andrew tapes, I think Katie Joy posted them. Very, very fascinating stuff to watch. Actually, really hard to watch too, so it's pretty disgusting. And that's where this episode ends. Next episode, we will see everyone's reaction to it. So what did you think of Amber's reaction to the tapes being released? Was it pathetic, or did you feel kind of bad for her? In the tapes, did you actually have any sympathy for Amber? Do you think Andrew was kind of like instigating her? Should Kate and Tyler have bailed out their friend Ashley? Is McKenzie actually going to divorce Josh? Make sure to leave a comment down below, and make sure to subscribe for Teen Mom recaps every week.